Hola a todos amigos de iHeartRadio, hola a todos amigos de Match, espero que estén muy bien por acá. Miguel Miranda, deseando que tengan una increíble tarde, día, noche, dependiendo de en cuándo se encuentren este material. Estoy muy contento de estar aquí con ustedes porque ya saben que siempre que me aparezco por acá en esta cámara es para presentarles música, talentos nuevos, bandas que vale la pena conocer, etc. El día de hoy estamos nada más y nada menos que con Braeden y Dylan de Wallows, una de nuestras bandas favoritas. Aplausos, por favor.
Thank you.
Hi guys, welcome to iHeartRadio and Match.
Hello.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us. Yes.
How you doing to be here in Mexico City?
We love Mexico City. We're happy to be back. Having a great time already.
I'm fine. I'm so excited to talk with you. I want to know, how do you feel in this time of your life with the band?
Ooh. I feel really good right now. We put out a couple projects, Model and More, the new EP we put out, and it feels really inspiring, and it's been great playing the shows, and feel expired. Feel inspired for the next project. So yeah.
I want to know, did you imagine in the past, at some point of your life, the success of the band?
I feel like in a way it's like kind of like because we were so young when we started the band that it was almost like delusional success. Like when we were kids writing music, we always envisioned this kind of thing. We always envisioned being on tour, writing music, putting on albums. And then as you get older and you keep writing, you're like, oh, how do we actually achieve that? How do you actually get there? And then, now that there are people that want to see our show or listen to our songs and whatever, it's more of it's like a grateful feeling as well. But we always, wanted this. That was the whole goal from being a kid. So it's pretty cool.
I'm so impressed about the response of the Mexican audience in Mexico City. A lot of Mexican boys and girls loves your work. You had a lot of fan page on Instagram when they do memes about your work, about your life, about everything. And it's so amazing to think about that success of the band in another country, for example, here in Mexico. What comes to your mind when you visit the country and see all these people waiting for your shows, maybe 6 hours before the show, for example?
I mean, it's we just feel really fortunate and lucky that we have people around the world who care as much as they do. I think a lot of artists have a harder time breaking through in other countries, and we're obviously we have bigger following in certain countries more than others, but I think that the fact that we can come to Mexico and play big shows is kind of surreal in a way, because we haven't done it before, really. We've played an underplay here. We played Corona Capital, but that's all we've done here. That was awesome. But so I'm excited to come and play kind of the same size shows we'd be playing in the U.S. here, which is cool.
That was your first show in Mexico, right?
Yeah,
Corona Capital, and then Lunario, or
yeah,
and now Pepsi Center. It's a big venue. Have you seen or not?
No,
just photos.
Just photos. Oh, okay. It's a pretty good place. A lot of people could be in there. So we're so excited about the show, about the albums.
Cool.
About the EP and the album. That I want to know. I know that it's a sequel of the album, the EP. But what comes to your mind when you're writing songs and you had a lot of extra songs that you want to put it out? How was this process to make an EP like your new work?
Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, we wrote and recorded about 27 songs.
27
for Model. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And all from different aspects of the last couple years, and when we were making the track list, we were including ones that weren't on there and whatever, but then we kind of decided that we liked them all kind of separate. We like these songs representing this, these songs representing that, and for some weird reason in our own minds, the More EP felt like a progression, even though they were recorded at the same time. It's kind of weird. So we're like, these should come after Model. which is funny. But yeah, it was pretty we just had a lot of songs to work with, and we didn't want to make a super long album, so we just decided to put out 2 projects.
Okay, it sounds pretty good because both projects had their presence on the public, and the people love that you put love in the 2 ways of work of this album. I want to know, do you have in mind just touring or write a new album? Because you write a lot, you're touring a lot. What had in mind to maybe the next year?
Yeah, I think a lot of writing, right? I think.
Yeah, we have a little bit of touring left.
Yep.
I think by September we'll be done with this tour completely, and we're just gonna take our time and write the best album possible is our goal, really. Like, we already are talking about it a lot. We've sort of started, like, we have ideas that we love, but like as a group we've just recently started kind of like writing and demoing, and I think it's gonna be cool. Whatever it ends up being, we're gonna make sure it's like really good.
What's the best place to write songs or making music? In your homes, touring, or where?
It's never touring. We've never written on the road.
Yeah.
We never written or recorded on the road.
Never written or recorded on the road ever.
No.
Why?
We're just not, I don't know.
I don't know.
We just don't, when we're on tour, it's pretty, besides when we have like show days or playing, we're pretty relaxed. And I think that we take it easy. Touring's kind of our place to go and like play our shows and relax.
Yeah.
And at home, we feel like we can like lock in and work when the time is right. I don't know. It doesn't like, it hasn't, we've toyed with the idea before, but it's easy to go on tour and just sort of chill, Yeah. But I think I would love to record somewhere other than LA sometime. Like, I'd love to record an album in another city, or just like a remote place or something would be cool. Like somewhere kind of desolate. But yeah, we kind of, I think normally we write at, it always kind of ends up being like wherever Cole's living at the time. So we have like a new sort of studio setup situation that's like really inspiring. So I think we're going to kind of like be firing on all cylinders when we're home. Go write like a bunch and demo and record a bunch and just see where we get.
It's usually at home.
Yeah.
Where the writing happens.
Okay, 10% at home.
Yeah,
not touring
It's
songs.
home.
Okay. That's a good fact for the fans of the band, because we want to know where did you come the inspiration to write and make songs, because the vibe, it sounds like I don't know how to say it, very nostalgic, very songs on tour, but they are not songs that you are writing on tour. Exactly, right? So we want to know about the other time of your life, besides of the music. What do you like to do? What do you like to see, to watch, and to do for your lives?
Yeah, I've been really into like Japanese horror movies.
Okay.
So I've been watching a lot of those, getting a lot of inspiration.
All Japanese horror movies, like Guinea Pig and all this
Oh
stuff.
shit! Yeah, I haven't seen that one. That one's supposed to be wild.
No, that was
That one's a wild one, right? Yeah, Charlie Sheen called the cops or whatever
okay.
on the director, something like that. There's one called House, which I really enjoy. It's from '77. There's a kind of like a anime thriller called Perfect Blue I really like as well. So I've been watching. I don't know. I've been and like. There's just some weird, cool, like Pulse is another really good one. So I've been doing that, and then also just I love to just like go on walk around outside, see what's going on with the world, feel the weather.
Okay.
See what's going on, and then I love playing chess as well.
Okay.
And I love to golf.
Are you good
too.
at chess?
I'm like below decent.
I love chess. I love playing chess, but I'm so bad at all.
What's your elo? Do you have an elo?
Yeah.
No elo?
No. I'm so bad. And what about you?
Yeah.
Like what, me at chess, or what's inspiring me?
No. At your free times, what do you like to do?
I've been listening to a ton of music. I've just been listening to a lot of new artists that are inspiring me, and watching Survivor.
Okay.
The Rehearsal, like Nathan Fielder show on HBO is a big inspiration for me. What else is there? I don't know. I've kind of been watching like TV and listening to music has been my thing. I want to get like I want to read more coming up. I've also just my wheels have been turning about music. Like I just kind of like ready to get home. Like I'm excited to be out touring like this, but I'm excited to get home and write.
Yeah. How do you find the time to do a lot of things for a living? I mean, the acting part and the music stuff. It's a I don't know how to say. It's very difficult.
I mean, Braeden and I both have taken like conscious efforts. I've made conscious efforts to just focus on music the last few years, and so we're able to compartmentalize. So when and if the time is right to like act or do something else creatively again, it'll be like I'm setting the time aside to do that. Not that Wallows will ever like have the term hiatus. I just think it's like if you got to focus on one thing at a time. I don't think you can really like we couldn't operate fully on both levels at the same time. I feel if one of us were to act, you have to be able to like prioritize one thing at a time, I think.
I want to know about your music videos because they are pretty I don't know how to say this, very cinematic. They found a kind of a story time or a storyteller. You are very good storytellers at your music videos. What do you think about this role of the music videos in the music industry in 2025?
What's funny is I feel like we could be better at it. I feel like we could be better at making music videos, and I feel like the term music video always kind of intimidates us because sometimes we don't know what we want to do for a music video, so then we have to really think about it, and sometimes we'll go for just the simple approach or maybe the cinematic thing, but I don't know. I think it'd be so much more interesting to make them better as well. Like I feel like, Turnstile, they have that new visual album coming out.
Oh my God.
They're doing it so right. You know what I mean? And I mean, that dude's just really talented as well at actually like directing because we don't really do that. But I mean, maybe one day that'd be cool. We just never put on that hat, I think
that's the way I'd want to do. Like, I think that if and when we like ever make another music video, it has to come from a place of us actually wanting to and us having something to say. Because I think a lot of the time music videos come from a place of, well, you made an album and this is a focus track, so you got to make a video, and it's just like the stressful thing. And it's like, why are we making videos unless we like really want to?
Yeah.
And that's just me being really candid. So I think like I want to, whenever, not to talk too far ahead, but whenever this next project, it's time for it to come out, I want to have that all really, really planned and thought out and really focus. Like I want the focus to be clear, and I want to have like a story we're telling, and I want to make more of an effort next time to like have true intention, and to actually be inspired to make something and have ideas ourselves, and maybe even direct it ourselves, because I think that's kind of the coolest way to do it. And Turnstile is the best example of artists who are doing it. Like I've had that idea. Like I've thought, I'd be like, oh, it'd be cool if one day we made an entire visual album, like every song has a music video and it tells a story. And then of course Turnstile's doing it. I knew as soon as they put out those couple of videos, I was like, there must be a visual, there must be a full film they're putting out, and they are, and it's premiering at Tribeca Film Festival. It's like incredible.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. So awesome, yeah. It's so cool.
Guys, finally, I want to know, are you happy in this time of your lives with all the things that happen in your personal lives and as an artist, as a musician?
I think taking strides to always, improve and be better as well. Because there's always, the classic ups and downs.
Yeah.
But I think overall, yes. And I'm really excited for the future and just staying present as well. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard I wouldn't want to be anywhere else than right here with you. Ooh. Right now.
And it's so hard to be present.
I don't need lunch later. I don't need food. I want to be right here, right now. So I feel great.
That's the best way to be better at your work. Be present. Just that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm inspired and optimistic is what I feel in my life, in music and in my life. Inspired, optimistic, and yeah.
And I'm optimistic and inspired.
Okay. Do you have any regrets of your career, or your life in general?
Regrets of my life is the question.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question.
I don't think any true regrets, because it all leads to where you're at. Yeah, not really.
No.
Not really. I mean, I'm sure if you go back, Michael Jordan always said, there's no regrets.
Okay.
And Michael Jordan's pretty cool.
I think in terms of career, it's always easy to look back at something and go, what would have happened had we not done that? And I brought some examples of that up to you recently. And you can't think that way.
You just never know.
You just never know. But it's like sometimes you're like, what if we didn't do that?
Theoretically speaking, my only regret would be how Remote sounds, our EP. That's my only regret. I just don't think it sounds that good.
It's not like a regret, right?
But we only made it, and it only sounded that way because it was COVID and we were all separate from each other, and it was just like...
Yeah.
I do think, though, there are some songs on that project that, had we done them another way, would have had a lot of potential. And we were just like, COVID brain. I wouldn't
even say regret. I don't like that word. I'd say just like, oh, yeah, like that is what it is. And what are your regrets?
Yeah. Well, oh my God.
Do you have regrets?
I have a lot of regrets. Yeah.
Sick.
A lot of what if. A lot of what if.
Yeah, what ifs.
Yeah. What's your best what if?
Wow. I mean, damn. What if I was a father?
Okay.
Right now.
That's a hard question.
Not that that's something that was an opportunity for me, but I'm just saying, like, whoa, that's a what if. Okay. I'm not that right now. What if I was? What if I never moved to California and met Dylan and Cole? I would be just in Ohio in a cornfield.
Oh my gosh,
which is cool.
Your life will be different.
Nothing wrong, and your life would be different. If you didn't move to California.
What if I didn't do Join the Band and we didn't meet Cole?
If we didn't do Join the Band, that's a big what if.
That's crazy.
It's fun. Yeah, thinking about what ifs is fun, but then it also can get really psychological. And
yeah, it's very deep.
Yeah, rumination, no sleeping.
It's very deep for this interview. Guys, thank you so much for taking your time to talk with me today, with iHeartRadio. We're so excited to talk with you today about your shows, about More and More tour. I love the work. I love the work with the synthesizer on the last EP. It sounds pretty good. We're so excited to see you tomorrow at Pepsi Center and enjoy with you the songs that you played live. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Have a good time.
Thanks
Aplausos
so
por favor para Wallows por acá en la casa.
I don't regret this interview. Not one bit.
Yeah, what if we hadn't done this?
What if we hadn't done it?
Thank you guys.
All right, thanks.
Dude, thanks, man.